to roll the dice. By chance they came upon a devil's game, and gosh, they paid the price. Paid the price. And now they're fighting for their lives on a mission fraught with dread. And if they proceed but don't succeed, well, the devil will take their heads.
Hello everybody, welcome to my latest Let's Play of Cuphead for the Nintendo Switch. My name is B Knight, and let's get started, shall we? Oh man, recording this has been a nightmare, because I actually tried to do this at 1080 60 FPS, but my computer is nowhere near powerful enough to record it correctly and code it well. I bought this computer like 6 years ago, and it's a pre-built. So it's just nowhere near as strong. So I am forced to do this at 720 30 FPS. But it's here, so we'll work with what we got. Once upon a time in a magical place called Inkwell Isle, there were two brothers named Cuphead and Mugman. They lived without a care under the watchful eye of the wise Elder Kettle. One day the two boys wandered far from home, and despite the Elder Kettle's many warnings, ended up on the wrong side of the tracks and entered the Devil's Casino. Inside, Cuphead and Mugman soon found themselves on a winning streak at the craps table. "Hot dog!" exclaimed King Dice, the casino's sleazy manager. "These fellas can't lose!" "Nice run, boys," laughed the newcomer. The brothers gasped. It was the casino's owner, the devil himself. "Now how about raise stakes?" he suggested with a toothy grin. "One more roll and all the loot in my casino is yours," the devil boomed. "But if you lose, I'll have your souls. Deal?" Cuphead, blinded by easy riches, nodded and grabbed the dice for a throw. "Good gosh, Cuphead, no!" cried Mugman, for he understood the danger. But it was too late. See, in this situation, my best friend slash cousin would be Cuphead and I would be Mugman, because I'm usually the voice of reason between the two of us, and he's the YOLO one. Oy. "Snake eyes!" laughed the devil, while slamming the floor. "You lose!" The brothers trembled in fear as he loomed over them. "Now about those souls!" The brothers pleaded for their very lives. "There must be another way to repay you," Mugman stammered. Yes, please, mister." "Perhaps there is," the devil snickered, pulling out a parchment. "I have here a list of my runaway debtors. Collect their souls for me, and I just might pardon you two mugs." "Now get going!" the devil roared, kicking the boys out most rudely. "You have till midnight tomorrow to collect every one of those souls. Otherwise, I'll be the one collecting yours." Cuphead and Mugman were terribly frightened and ran away as fast as they could. "Come on, Mug!" panted Cuphead. "We have to find the Elder Kettle. He'll know what to do." Yeah, this game was a pain, but unfortunately, other modern games too. I tried testing Smash Brothers as well, and I had the same problem. My computer just ain't that good. "What a fine pickle you boys are getting yourself into. I know you don't want to be pawns of the devil, but if you refuse, I can't bear to imagine your fates. You must play along for now and collect those contracts. And you best be ready for some nasty business. Your debtor friends won't be very friendly once you confront them. In fact, I expect they'll transform into terrible beasts. Take this potion so they won't hang you out to dry. They'll give you the most remarkable magical abilities. Now go to my writing desk and use the mystical inkwell there. You need to prepare yourselves for a scrap." So yeah, probably most modern games at the time, this is recorded as of May 7th, 2019, games that are modern are gonna have to be recorded at 720 30 FPS until further notice. But until then, here's the tutorial section. Use the directional pad or the analog stick to move. Press down to crouch. Press B to jump. Press X to dash. Man, this is so high. If only we can dash. Easy. Press down to descend. Press Y to shoot. If you hold onto the R button, you can change your direction pretty easily, so that's pretty useful. Press B when you're jumping to parry things that are pink. You can also parry dead partners that die. Granted, it's only a 2-player thing. So, and if you have enough meter, you could do an EX attack, an EX move. If you see on the bottom left your HP, you have 3 hits. And those cards represent your EX meter. One whole card is a whole attack you can use. And find coins throughout your journey to buy new items and things. Let's see what the kid's saying. How's it say? You'll have to lay out all them debtors to move on. Now shake a leg. You hear the man. So let's go. Yeah, I need to upgrade my computer, get a better CPU, or just get a new computer altogether. I wanted to do 720 60 FPS at the very least, but this is as good as it's gonna have to be for now until I upgrade my computer. Well, whatever. We will roll with it. Hey, fellas, looks like you're in for it now, eh? Well, I used to be in the same way, always getting into trouble. Running, jumping, shooting. But now I prefer just strolling around and going to the pictures. But hey, let me give you a hand. Take this. You see 3 gold coins. So what I like to do first is go to the running gun sections in Cuphead. There's mostly boss fights. There's an example right here. There's a shop which you can use to buy stuff. And there's also these running gun missions, which are basically your typical platforming sections. Let's start with that. Forest Follies. In the running gun levels is where you can get more coins, which you can use to buy things at the shop. So I like to start at the first one to have more coins, so I can buy more things for the first boss, and make things significantly easier and faster.
You're up.
So in the running gun sections are like this. The standard level, platforming, get to A to B, from point A to point B. But with shooting elements, so think games like Contra, Ikaruga, well not really, Gunstar Heroes, Sunset Riders, Metal Slug, the classics. If you're good at those games, you'll be good at this. Do some parries to build up our meter. Could be useful. Watch for them. Oh gosh. Ah! Easy peasy. For now, I'm not gonna go for anything fancy at the running gun levels. I just want to get all the coins and beat the level. Oh, okay, that was me being not so fancy. We'll work with it though. Yep. Easy peasy. I will go for more fancier stuff when I actually care about my score in the running gun levels and the bosses. So let's see here. 1 minute 25 seconds, 2 HP, 3 parries, 5 gold coins, skill level 2 stars, but I did it in the standard difficulty. We got an A. If I would have taken 1 hit, I would have gotten a perfect score, but we'll run with it. To get a perfect score, if you see the numbers and your statistics that are highlighted gold, that means you got the highest score possible. Or you qualify for the highest score in that category. For time, it's under 2 minutes. HP is don't take a hit. Parry, get 3 parries, get all 5 coins. And the skill level, do it at the highest difficulty possible. Now we got some coins, let's go to the shop. So, Pork Rind here sells weapons, which are these 3 here, Chaser, Spread, and Roundabout. He also sells charms, which this one gives you an extra hit point. Pretty useful if you're struggling through the game. This one's one of my personal favorites, the Smoke Bomb. Gives you the invisible dash. You will not take damage during a dash. A great defensive maneuver. So I'm going to pick that up. I'm also going to get spread because it's really good for the first few bosses. And that's it for now. Pretty cool guy. Hopefully, I wonder if he's related to Porky Pig. Maybe. You got to equip those new purchases if you want to use them. Look at your equip card, you bums. Okay, so if you press X or in the overworld, you bring up your equip card, which is where you equip weapons, charms, supers, what have you. So we're gonna... You can equip it to 2 weapons. You can change them in the levels using the L bumper. So I'm gonna equip Spread in my second slot, Pea Shooter, which is your standard gun, your standard weapon in the first one. Supers, you don't have any yet, but that will change soon though. We'll equip the Smoke Bomb, that's pretty good. Before we go fight a boss though, I actually want to go down here for a second. To this thing. We're going to talk to the fish girl. Be gone, spirits! Oh wait, you're real. I was about to hit you with the old parry move. That's how you deal with ghosts around here. Only a nitwit tries shooting someone who ain't really there. Speaking of not being places, would you mind fellas moving along? You're spooking the fish. So in each aisle, there's 3 aisles. Think of them as worlds. There's a mausoleum level, which is like a minigame area where if you complete the minigame, you get super arts, super abilities. And in each mausoleum, you have this minigame where you have to protect a urn, and you have to parry the ghost away to protect the urn for a set amount of time. You'll see right now. As the fish said, you can't shoot them. You gotta parry on them. Like so. You can't hurt them, but you can always parry them. So just keep parrying them away until you're done. Mm-hmm. Skills. Just don't let him touch the air and you're fine. Pretty easy, but in later mausoleums they get a lot harder. And more variety of ghosts come out.
Victory!
Mm-hmm. Teabag on him. And let's get our reward, shall we? Gosh, I don't know how to thank you boys for saving me. Where are my manners? I didn't even introduce myself. I am known as the legendary Chalice. Pleased to meet you. I was searching for magic and got trapped by those ghosts. Speaking of magic, please accept this gift. It should help. There are other mausoleums around Inkwell Isle. I just wonder. You unlock the new super. Dear me, you mustn't forget that magical super arts have to be equipped in the menu before use. So bring up your equip card, equip your super, we get the first super art, Energy Beam. A devastating attack spills from your head. Horizontal only, ground to air. I should also look at these weapons as well. Pea Shooter, EX Mega Blast. Standard issue weapon, long range with average damage. We also got the Spread, which EX is 8-way. Short range with great damage if you keep close to your target. I'll show you how to use the EX move, but first let's actually fight our first boss, shall we? I like to start off here first, with the Root Pack in Botanic Panic. There's simple difficulty, which is easy, and regular, which is normal. Regular is the hardest at the moment. We'll go with regular. When you beat the game, you unlock Expert Mode, which is obviously a much higher difficulty. Let's get started.
This match will get red hot. And begin!
So that's pretty easy. Okay. Potato's easy. There's a secret boss here if you do not attack the onion, but we're gonna attack him. So if you have all 5 of your cards, your meter up, you can use the super art. If you don't have it full, you do your regular EX move, which is this if you have the spread, and the other one if you have the pea shooter. For these bosses, I like the spread because you can easily get up close and personal with them. So kind of like a shotgun spread, it's better to do it from close range. And these guys aren't exactly threatening at close range. And you can easily get them in close range, so I'm not too worried. Plus, spread is really good in this form for the carrots. You can kind of use it as an umbrella to kind of wipe them away. And that's the boss fight. Pretty easy, no? So let's see. Wow, almost 1 minute. 3 HP, 3 parries, 6 super meter uses, and skill level all the way. A+. Golly, a perfect score. Now, if you use your EX move, the energy beam, it counts as 5 meter. So to get a perfect score, you gotta use 1 energy beam and then use 1 more regular EX move, and you'll have enough to qualify for a perfect score. So yeah. Let's see what's next on the menu, shall we? The word pack. You do not get coins from fighting bosses. Let's do this one next. Coupe Le Grand in Ruse of a News. This one's also pretty easy. I'm tired. Just came back from work. I'm a little tired, but now that I figured out how to record this, I want to. There's also another boss that you can be up close and personal if you know what you're doing. When he does that, duck. You're only gonna have 1 opportunity to parry this guy. So when that comes up, we're gonna have to go for it. He'll do it soon, I believe. Yeah, right here. He'll pop a pill, parry these question marks. This is your only chance to get through parries. And unload on him. Duck under that too. Now it's for his final form. Rip. But be careful, he can still kill you. Woo! And that's a wrap. I don't think I got a perfect score because I think I forgot to do EX move, but we'll see. I don't really care for score right now. I'll worry about it during expert mode. Yeah, I missed one. I should have just threw one out there. Now, as I mentioned, there is an expert mode in this game when you beat the game. I do intend to play this game twice. Once to unlock expert, and in expert I'm going to worry about getting a perfect score on expert, which is super hard to do, but I'm intent on doing it. He says, now as far as running guns go, there's actually another rank that you can get called P rank, which stands for pacifist, which means you complete the running gun without killing anything. So think of it like pacifist from an Undertale. You can get a perfect pacifist, which isn't in show, but I intend to get a perfect pacifist, which is a pacifist rating while still getting a perfect score. You can get a pacifist rating without getting a perfect score as long as you don't kill anything. But anywho, hurrah! I'll be a monkey's uncle if I'm putting my moolah in the bank. For all I know, the devil probably controls that place too. They'll never get a hold of my gold if I spread it all around. And if some Joe happens to find a coin or two, good for him. That's what I say, rump. We got time. Let's do this one. Ruby and Croaks and Clint Joint Calamity. This was a fun fight. Pretty easy.
Here's a real high-class bout. And begin!
So start off by getting up in their face and you spread. Do not jump and destroy the fireflies that Croaks, which is the toad, the brown toad in the back, shoots out. Watch out for Ribby's little Hadoukens here. You can get your 3 parries from that move. Otherwise, just keep shooting away at them. They share the same health pool, so don't worry about not attacking the big toad. Just go for the frog. Unload. Keep unloading. Be careful of this part. Jesus. Alright, final phase. I want to stick to Pea Shooter for this. Parry that. I don't think that counts for your parrying, but you have to parry it. And depending what you get in the slot machines, he'll do a certain attack. In this case, this attack right here. So we can damage them. Be careful because they come out in faster succession after a while. Yeah. So get some good damage in. It's frog, so... Got him! Perfect score, EX, and all that fun stuff. Teabag on him. Easy. That was a little tougher than the easiest ones, which was the root pack and Google the ground, but yeah. Nice. Yeah, I actually didn't get a perfect score. I missed one parry. Oh well. Like I said, for the initial playthrough, I don't really care for a perfect score. So, let's just run with it. I still got about 7 minutes left to record, so I guess let's do one of the more infamous bosses, the Hildeberg fight. Let's talk to this guy first, though. What's that? You two want to fly in the plane like I do? Ha! You're not sitting in any cockpit till you study those blueprints. Alright, let's study the blueprints. Airplane blueprint. So you press Y to shoot. Easy. Press A for your special, which you don't have any right now. You can parry in the airplane as well. You can shrink, which is basically kind of like your dash. If you have the smoke bomb, you can do an invisible dash. When you press X to shrink, you become a smaller plane. You can still attack, but it's not as good. And you're much smaller to hit. In other words, you're harder to hit. And you're much faster, so good for dodging. If you have all your meter build up, you can do the bomb attack, which does a ton of damage, but you gotta crash into your opponent. And if you have less than 5 meter, you do this bullet attack, which is really strong actually. And that's all you gotta know. Eventually, we'll actually pick up another ability, but that's in the second aisle. A bombing attack, which will be useful in a certain fight, but that's not till later. So now that we're ready, let's do the Hildeberg fight. Hildeberg and Threatening Zeppelin. I think this boss is probably one of the most, if not the most iconic fight in the game. You think of this one. When people think Cuphead, they think of this fight. And with good reason, this one's hard. And it's super hard on Expert. The hardest one to do on Expert for sure. So far, at least. This check right here. Just stand back and shoot, though, and you're going to be just fine. And prioritize dodging. When she turns into Tauros, it's the easiest to dodge. She's going to charge and just move out of the way, and then just keep shooting. Yep. Woo! That was actually quite a dodge. I'm going to hit her now. Watching for her ha-ha-has. Gemini phase can be a little tough. I don't like this phase at all, so we're gonna get rid of it as fast as possible. Nice. Shoot through the tornado and get away from it. Keep shooting her. Hit her with this. They'll still carry over even if she's not in the same phase. Now, I don't like to use the bomb here when she extends her face. That's when I unload on her. It does a lot of damage because she's extended like that. So... oh dang, I took a hit. Oh well. Just unload on her. Yeah, that's it. If I wouldn't taken that hit, I would have gotten a perfect score on her. Oh well. But pretty easy. Yeah, I just took one hit. Brand new record. Alright. Pardon me. Alright. So we got a couple more things to do on this island. We gotta do the running gun here. We gotta do one more boss over there and talk to this fella. But I think that's gonna do it for this part here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you liked, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Later.